So please welcome Melissa Maker. We're going to clean. You're going to clean. You're a cleaning expert.
That's right.
You know, I was saying you've got your own cleaning business. I think that's so phenomenal.
Thank
and so you expect her to be a total neat freak, but you're not really a fan of cleaning, which is why you started your business.
That's right, because everybody needs good cleaning, but they might not necessarily love it.
Yes.
So there you go.
So who better to learn from than someone who actually doesn't like it?
I'm the guy. That's right.
You're the guy. So we're actually going to talk about laundry, and there's so much to know about laundry. I mean, so many of us are ruining our clothes because we're doing things the wrong way. Let's start with the pre-laundry phase.
Perfect.
Okay, so
there's
sorting.
3 phases.
Yes.
So we'll do pre-laundry first, and if you can ace this, you can make your laundry routine so much easier when it actually comes to laundry day.
Right.
So over here I have what is called a tri-sorter. So this is great for you or the family. You can have your lights, your colors, your darks, and that way you can just scoop out the laundry, you can put it in the wash, you don't have to sort anything.
That is so, it saves you a lot of time, which I don't do that, but I wish I did.
You gotta get one.
I gotta get one.
And then these are really great too, these delicates bags. So for things that you don't want to hand wash, but things you don't necessarily want jumbled up.
Right.
I just leave mine over the side of my tri-sorter, and then I just put everything in there so on wash day I can grab them and throw them right in, and they won't get mixed up with the other fabrics. And then over here I have some towels and linens, and those I keep separate from everything else.
Yeah.
They need different wash temperatures, and they're also a lot heavier. So when they're rubbing against your regular everyday clothing, they're actually going to ruin them.
Okay.
So really important to separate everything out. That's right.
All right.
And then over here we've got our buttons and our zippers. So I'm a big fan of zipping up zips, clipping up clips, hooking up hooks. All that stuff is really important so it doesn't snag. And also, you know, this is sort of like a tomato-tomato situation, but I say to button your shirts up. Some people don't like it because they say it pulls, but I think it really keeps everything together in the wash, so really important.
Okay, so I think that's a step that a lot of people are probably skipping right now. So zip all of those up before you put them in, get the buttons in so that way they maintain their shape.
That's right, yeah. Keeping your jeans inside out is really great in the wash. Pre-treating stains is really, really important. You give your stains the best chance of coming out if you do that before you wash everything.
Okay.
And lavender essential oil is really great actually for, this is a great tip, you're gonna love this. Okay. If you ever notice that your washing machine gets a little bit smelly.
Mildewy.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. So lavender oil can actually help counter that. So when you're putting your detergent into the machine, put in about 5 dashes of lavender essential oil. Yeah. It'll completely prevent that from happening.
Oh, good to know.
That is great. Yeah, and if you forget about your laundry for a couple of days, which I actually did on Friday.
I do that all the time.
This actually prevents that smell from forming in the clothing.
So where are you putting that? Are you putting that on your clothing, or are you putting it where you put the detergent?
Exactly, right where you put the detergent. Yeah, so
very good tip.
Really easy. So let's move on to the wash phase.
Okay, so now we are ready to wash. We are so organized.
Yeah,
and now we're going to do some science experiments.
We are going to do some science experiments, but I want to tell you what's going on because a lot of people have high efficiency washing machines. Yes. They don't know how to use them. Okay. And then they're getting angry at the machines and all upset, but the real truth is if you know how to set your machine up for success by using the right detergent, the right amount of detergent, and the right settings, you're going to love your high efficiency machine.
So what do we need to know about these high efficiency machines?
Good question. So they have sensors, a lot of technology in them to sense how heavy the loads are. And the big thing is how many suds are actually left behind in the machine. Okay. The less suds, the less water need to be used, and that's how we save time and energy.
Got it.
Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to play around with some detergents, and we're going to figure out exactly why having the right detergent is so important. All right. Okay, so you have a regular high efficiency detergent right there. We're going to open up our little squeeze bottles here. Yeah. And I have Tide HE Turbo, which is designed specifically for the bubbles or suds to collapse really quickly. So let's go ahead and inject. We're having a little bit of a flashback to science class here. Okay. This is going to mimic our wash cycle. So give it a good shake. Get a little bit of arm exercise in there.
There you go.
All right. So we'll leave that. And you can see my suds are collapsing very quickly. Yours are taking a little bit of time. Now let's mimic a rinse cycle by squeezing. You can see my suds are basically bye-bye.
So what does that mean? Is that good or bad?
This is great because my machine now knows it doesn't have to kick into any extra rinse cycles. Look how many suds you have left behind. Once I saw this experiment, I was totally sold on how important the detergent factor was.
So what kind of detergent was that? That was regular, the kind we used to use before the high efficiency.
Well, that's just another high efficiency detergent that doesn't have this really amazing Smart Suds technology. Oh. So I'm going to have to use several more rinse cycles before I can get all of those suds out.
Right. So what are we looking for in the detergent to make sure it's that kind?
So this one is called Tide AT Turbo, and you can actually see it has a seal right there on the bottle.
Right.
And that means it has that really amazing technology in it.
So does it need to be called Turbo Clean?
HE Turbo is the seal you're looking for.
HE Turbo.
That's right, and it's awesome.
Okay.
So on average, you're going to waste an extra 10 gallons of water and 25 minutes of wash time if you're dealing with that.
And is there also a possibility your clothes just are not going to come out as clean?
Yes, because the bubbles cling onto the extra dirt. The other thing
I think that's what I've been doing wrong.
Totally. So the other thing that's important is dosage, making sure you're using the right amount of detergent and just using the little markers in the detergent cup there to know exactly how much to use.
Oh my gosh, I learned a lot in that. We are going to actually be giving some of this away. So thanks to Tide, everyone is taking home a Tide Pods pack, which is low sulfur. Turbo. That's right. Melissa talked about. All right, let's go to break. More coming up.